Hey everyone,
Hey,
Reddy Linx here, joined with Epic
hey,
again,
hey again. Mm-hmm.
and welcome back to another Choose Your Own Adventure live stream. We're reading more Give Yourself Goosebumps, where reader beware, you choose to scare. This day's book is Escape from Horror House, which is number 37, which is number 37 in the live stream count.
Nice.
So yeah,
Sure.
for those of you who are new to this series, me and the guests will try to get one good ending in these books with 3 tries. So if we get 2 bad endings, then that's okay, but the third ending we get, that's it. So, this is another physical copy I'm using. Without further ado, I'm going to read the Beware page, and we'll be right on our way.
Sure.
Alright, let's... Beware! Do not read this book from beginning to end! Boy, are you in trouble. Your parents think you're the one who splattered paint all over the dining room. Now you're grounded for the rest of your life. But that's not what has you worried. It looks like there's a poltergeist living in your house. You tried
Mhm.
telling your parents, but they don't believe you. Now it's up to you to get rid of this ghost before it does something horrible. Should you email your best friend and ask him for help? That means using the computer in the basement, where the poltergeist could be lurking. Or should you chance calling a creepy psychic like Madame Matilda? This scary adventure is all about you. You decide what will happen, and you decide how terrifying the scares will be. Start on page 1, then follow the instructions at the bottom of each page. You make the choices. If you choose well, you make it home again. But if you make the wrong choice, beware. So, take a deep breath, cross your fingers, and turn to page 1 to give yourself goosebumps. So, this book isn't about escaping a house
Hmm.
or a living house, for that
That's
matter.
true.
It's more this is more poltergeist than
Yeah.
monster house. But we're dealing with a poltergeist who
Yeah. Okay, that's weird. So, trying to save the house, if that makes sense.
like this poltergeist has gotten us in trouble and we have to find a way to get rid of it.
Okay. Okay, so save the house, basically. Right?
Already we haven't even started yet and this book is
True.
already misleading.
True. Like, are we like, what are we? What's our objective here? Are we trying to save the house? Are we trying to like, yeah, like, are we trying to escape the house? Like, what's going on? You
Well,
know?
we're about to find out.
True.
uh, So I'm
Sure.
gonna have you guys listen carefully. Without further ado, let's start the book. Page 1. No fair, you moan. I didn't do anything. You cross your arms and glare at your mom. She glares back. One more word out of you and you're grounded for an extra week, she declares. Her mouth snaps shut. You know she means it. And you also know she'll never believe the truth. You gaze around at the mess in the living room. At the chairs balanced on top of the table, the paintings hanging upside down, the red and green handprints on the white walls. You shake your head. No, Mom will never believe that the real troublemaker here isn't you. It's a supernatural spirit, a poltergeist. Turn to page 2. Strange things have been happening all week. Your 5-year-old sister Jen is way too little to pull off stunts like this. And you know your parents aren't to blame. So who else could be responsible for all the weirdness? The other day, you asked your best friend Bobby for his theory. He has a theory on everything.
So, to me, it's as if your house has been invaded by a poltergeist.
Bobby informed you. What? You hate it when he uses words you don't know, which he does a lot, since he's basically a genius. At at least on certain subjects, like aliens and conspiracies and monsters.
A poltergeist is a ghost who likes to play practical jokes.
He explained.
Get you into trouble, pull pranks, and the way of a really obnoxious kid might pull pranks.
Oh wait, what?
Really obnoxious kid might put frogs in your bed at camp. Only this really obnoxious kid is, well, dead.
Gulp. Everything Bobby just described to you about poltergeist has been happening. The noises in the middle of the night, the messes all over the house, and just as Bobby predicted, the pranks are getting worse, bigger, scarier, and you're getting into more and more trouble. Turn to page 3.
No TV, no visiting your friends, and no computer games.
Her mom rattles off your punishment.
And I expect this room to be spotless by the time I get back from picking up your little sister.
Okay, okay, you grumble. You know it's no use to protest. Your only hope is to figure out some way to get rid of this poltergeist. Otherwise, you'll be grounded for the rest of your life. Or worse. Your mom gives you one last stern look before she leaves. Are you satisfied? You shout to the walls. You drag the chairs down from the table. You finally got me into real trouble. I hope you're done now. A movement on the walls catches your eye. The handprints, they're changing. They're forming letters. You gasp. This is only the beginning? You read aloud. Your heart begins to thud. Whatever the invisible creature is, it's communicating with you. What do you want? You stammer. You stare as the new letters appear. You stumble backwards, your eyes glue to the horrifying statement on the wall. A human body, the message reads. Yours. Turn to page 104. So, this poltergeist. So, we do have to get rid of a poltergeist.
Okay.
This isn't about escaping a house. This is just getting rid of a poltergeist.
I see. Okay.
Alright, 104.
Sure.
No, you whisper. This can't be happening. You blink a few times, but the words are still there. Each time you open your eyes, a knock at the door startles you. It tears you away from the terrifying words on the wall. You rush to answer it. You fling open the door. A strange woman stands on your doorstep. She is plump with wild, dyed red hair. She wears a long, dark blue skirt, em- embroidered, embroidered with clusters of stars that look like eh, constellations. Her silvery top glitters. A lacy shawl is wrapped around her shoulders.
I know you have a little problem.
She tells you. Her voice is a croaky whisper.
I can help you.
Turn to page 5. What? You stammer. What is she talking about? And what is that awful smell? You sniff and realize the odor is coming from the woman. She smells like burnt hair, and you sniff some more. Cabbage. The woman glances around and lowers her voice.
You have an infestation, I believe.
You stare at her blankly. Huh?
You have a troublesome spirit known as a poltergeist on your hands.
She says. Your mouth drops open. How did you know? You demand.
I am Madame Tinta. Freaking. You must let me in. I could get rid of your uninvited guest.
Should you let her in? She might be able to help you, after all. She seems like someone who understands strange phen- phenomena. Otherwise, how would she know? How would she have known that you have a poltergeist? Unless she's one of them. Maybe she's taking the form to fool you. You stand at her, eye to eye. What should you do?
Hmm.
Alright, but give it a choice.
Okay.
Let her in or shut the door on her.
Lettering. I mean, she can investigate phenomena. Apparently, she knows this phenomena. I'm see if I'm saying that right.
Phenomena, I think.
Yeah, phenomena. Yeah.
But she smells like burning hair and cabbage.
Okay. Whew.
And it's a possibility that a poltergeist could be taking the form of her just to fool us.
Okay. Interesting. Uh. Hmm.
I mean, that's what the book said. I'm not
True.
just saying that.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Huh.
I don't trust this woman one bit.
Yeah.
I'm
Same.
just
I
gonna say
don't.
that.
True.
All
Sam.
right, we're just gonna shut the door on her.
Sure. Yeah. I'll shit her.
Thanks, you tell Madame Matilda, but I think you have the wrong house. I am never wrong, the tiny woman insists. She tries to push past you into the house. You're too quick for her. Wham! You slam the door shut and lock it. Now what? Now what do I do? You turn and lean against the door. Madame Matilda was right about one thing. You need to bring in help. No way can you handle this alone. Bobby is a definite. Is a definite. Is a definite. He'll be sure to have ideas. And Lisa, she's perfect for something like this. You're really glad that Lisa has been your friend since the first grade. Otherwise, she would scare you. She's tough, and nothing is too creepy or gross for her. Feeling much better, you dash across the living room to grab the phone in the kitchen. The door opens for you by itself. Turn to page 6. You step into the kitchen. Everything seems normal, except the refrigerator magnets are sticking to the dishwasher. No big deal. Sometimes your little sister puts them there. You think? If I use the phone, the poltergeist might hear me. Maybe I should go to Bobby's to come up with a plan. You jump when the phone on the wall rings. It's your mom. I just wanted to let you know I'll be checking up on you, she informs you. I am serious about this punishment. You hang up. There goes that idea. Now what? You glance around. Yikes, the refrigerator's magnets are back on the refrigerator. The poltergeist must be in the room with you. I know. You think? Email. I'll send Bobby a message telling him to get Lisa and come over. One problem though. Your computer is loaded with games, and your mom locked it up as part of your as part of your punishment. The only available computer is your mom's in the basement. And you're pretty sure the burned out light bulb down there hasn't been replaced. You have to do something, but what? Email down in the dark basement or a phone call with the poltergeist listening in?
Uh.
Alright, we're given a choice.
Okay.
Pick up the phone or head for the basement.
Huh.
So we could either go down in that basement, which is dark,
Okay.
and try and email Bobby, or we
So.
could try calling Bobby with the phone in the kitchen, but the poltergeist might hear us.
Hmm. I think the first option. I'm being honest.
The basement?
Yes, I think.
I think we'll have more luck in the basement.
Yeah, agreed.
It just you're not gonna go down there just because it's dark.
True.
Face your fears. That's page 90.
Sure. Okay, sure, I'm ready.
We're going in the basement. You don't want the poltergeist to know you're up to what you're up to. You grab a textbook from the counter, You want it to think you're going downstairs to do your homework. You open the basement door. You flick on the light switch. Nothing, just as you expected. You wait for your eyes to adjust to the dark. You carefully lower your foot down a step. Wham! The door slams shut behind you. Whoa! You cry, startled. You trip and fall down the flight of stairs. You land sprawling on the floor. Ow! You sit up in the dark room. You check yourself out. Your elbows are scraped, but no serious damage. You feel your way over to your mom's desk. Yikes! You squeak. Something just ran across your foot. Is it a rat? A poltergeist? Either way, you don't like it. You fumble around and find the lamp. You flick it on. It let out a strangled scream. Face what's in the basement on page 92. Hundreds of faces stare at you from the walls. Pale, ghostly faces with blank eyes. Their mouths are twisted as though they are screaming. The basement walls shimmer with them. You back away. They scramble up the stairs. You gasp as terror grips your lungs. You hurl yourself at the door. Wham! It doesn't open. The force throws you backwards, and you stumble down a few steps. You glance at the wall again. Huh? The faces have vanished. You peer down into the dark basement. The lamp casts weird shadows all over the room. Did you imagine those horrifying faces? Or is the basement full of ghosts? And so many of them. If those faces really are there, you're in a lot more trouble than you thought. Well, your only hope of getting help is through email. You have to go back to the basement, faces or no. You hurry down the stairs and turn on the computer. Bobby, help, you type. I'm trapped in the basement with ghosts. Come over right away. You hit send, then quickly click to the main page on your online program. You hope the poltergeists aren't reading over your shoulder. Turn to page 96. You stare at the screen. Come on, Bobby, you murmur. You wait for the email icon to pop up, signaling that Bobby has responded. Bobby sends half his life online, so you know he'll get your message immediately. Oh no, you just remembered. Bobby had to go to the dentist after school. You have no idea when he'll read your message. And Lisa doesn't have an email. Stay calm, you order yourself, and think. What else can you do to help yourself? You glance around. Well, the first thing you want to do is get out of the basement. But how? The poltergeists have locked the door. Maybe you could find a way to break it down? Or maybe you could talk the poltergeist into letting you out. Alright, we'll give it a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Deal with the door or talk to the ghosts.
Talk to it.
Talk to the ghosts?
Sure. I think talking to it
Alright.
would, get an idea what it's like,
Alright, we'll talk to the ghosts. If this is wrong, we'll still have 2 lives left.
True. Okay, sure.
Alright. 95. You decide to try to talk your way out of the basement. Hey, you poltergeist, you call. Listen up. No response. You give it a shot. You give it a shot away anyway. You figure they're around, even if you can't see them. Why do you want to take over a human body? You ask. We're not so great. Take me, for example. You let out a big sneeze. Achoo! I have terrible allergies. You blow your nose loudly. And for good measure, you let out a belch. Luckily, your friend Lisa taught you how to burp on cue. See? We're always breaking down, falling apart. It is totally inconvenient to be human. You sneeze a few more times. Listen, if you let me out, promise, I'll find you something even better to take over. You burp again. Something less unpredictable. You hold your breath and wait. The door pops open. It worked. The poltergeists are letting you out. Turn to page 70. So, are we going to convince these guys that. Are we going to fake sick so we can prove that a human body will just break down?
I guess.
Because
You
these
think?
poltergeists want a human body.
True. Which is
I think their goal is
admittedly
to create negative energy just so they'll have
probably.
enough to take over a human body.
Yeah, this is actually pretty smart, to be honest.
I guess they're creating negative energy to get us in trouble just so they'll have enough to take over our body.
Yeah, basically.
That's
Yeah.
what they're planning. And
Yeah,
because
true.
the parents think we're to blame for the mess, they won't believe us.
True. Okay.
So I think we figured out the ghost's plan.
True. Yeah. Okay.
And now we're gonna find a way to
Break it.
yeah. Alright, page 70. You dash up the stairs. You don't want to give the poltergeist the chance to change their minds. If they have minds. Someone pounds on the front door. Open up! You hear Bobby shout.
Yeah,
Lisa joins in.
what's going on?
You hurry to open the door and fling it open. You need to clue Lisa and Bobby in on what's happening without tipping off the poltergeists. Hi guys, you greet your friends. You let out a terrible sneeze. Don't you hate being human? Bobby and Lisa stare at you.
Huh?
Bobby says. You fake a coughing fit. It's terrible to have these bodies, isn't it? You peer directly into Bobby's eyes. He knows about the weird stuff going on in your house. Will he catch the clues?
Oh, yeah,
Bobby coughs a little. Rotten bodies. Yes, he gets it. He'll go along with your act,
why are you acting like a pair of weirdos?
Lisa demands. Uh-oh, Lisa's not on the same wavelength as you and Bobby. Get her to catch the wave on page 60. Lisa pushes past you into the house.
So, what's the big emergency?
She asks. She glances around. You and Bobby follow her. You pretend to limp. Bobby watches you, then bends over as if his back hurts.
Oh, these aching bones.
Bobby complains. Lisa, you say, is it being human tough work? You nod up and down, trying to get her to agree. Always having to repair these silly bodies? She puts her hands on her hips.
What are you talking about? Why are you being such freaks?
You punch Lisa's arm.
Ow!
She exclaims.
That hurt.
So breakable. You address the room again. So poltergeist. Shall we find something else for you to be? Something other than human? You gaze meaningfully at your friends. Lisa's mouth drops open. She finally caught the drift. Thud. She collapses to the floor.
Oh, these pesky human legs.
She whines.
They're always giving out on me.
Well? You ask the poltergeist again. Bobby gasps. He points at the wall. The word yes is scrawled across your mom's favorite painting. Turn to page 32. Let's go find something in my room, you suggest. You have no idea what you're going to offer the poltergeists, but you plan to recommend something that can't hurt you. Lisa and Bobby follow you up the stairs. You assume the poltergeists are following you too. Your mind races. What to offer? I know, you think. My ant farm. What could be less threatening than tiny little ants, especially since they're trapped between panes of glass? Yes. You hurry to your room. As you pass your sister Jen's room, you notice her doll collection. Hey, maybe you should have the poltergeist turn into dolls. They're not even alive. Hmm. Which will it be? Alright, we give it a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Have the poltergeist possess the dolls, or have the poltergeist possess the ants?
Ants, I'd think, because then if they possess the ants, I mean, ants are very like they're not really strong, to be honest, unless. But like together, they're really strong, though. To be honest.
Yeah, but dolls, dolls are more like a human body, but they're small
True.
and
They're small, and you can easily. But what if they possess multiple, though? That's the problem.
alright, no, that they're gonna possess multiple no matter what.
True, but like. Hmm.
I find
Okay.
possessing dolls more believable than ants.
Okay. Sure. Sure.
I mean,
Sure.
I would personally go dolls. Do you have any objections?
I mean, we could make like a Slappy 2.0, but no, not really. Sure.
I say we go dolls.
Sure. Sure.
And Slappy, it's more that's a ventriloquist dummy. This is these
Okay.
are those are like these are like like Raggedy Ann dolls, I would believe.
Okay. Sure. Like, I mean, if we're thinking like
I mean, it
some.
doesn't specify. I'm just gonna
True.
before we
I
go,
mean,
I'm just gonna take a drink.
sure. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Take your time. But yeah, I'm thinking of like woolly, like these small, like Barbie dolls, for example. You know, or like Barbie
Okay.
dolls, maybe plastic dolls, maybe wool dolls. I don't know. It depends. Something small. You know.
Also, hello, Body Doki.
Sure.
Anyway,
Sure. I'm ready.
anyways, page 85. I know the perfect thing, you declare. Dolls. You lead everyone into Jen's room. You see, you gesture to Jen's huge doll collection. Plenty for everyone. You, Lisa, and Bobby exchange weird glances. Will the poltergeists go for it? And if they do, what will happen? You hear a high pitched buzz, then a large, hard plastic doll stands up. It vibrates and lifts off the floor. It hovers a few inches above the ground. You smell something burning. The doll's curls frizz, as if the doll had stuck its fingers into a socket. Its blue eyes blink, then glow with a sickly yellow gleam. The other dolls rise up around you. Sparks shoot from their fingers. A baby doll's face melts, the plastic dripping onto its nightie. Blam! One of the smaller dolls explodes. You shield your eyes from the flying doll debris. Yikes! What would happen to you if the poltergeist took over your body? You, Lisa, and Bobby stare at the dozens of hovering toys. Your heart pounds. You had no idea there were so many poltergeists. Turn to page 62. The dolls suddenly clatter onto the floor. They lie motionless. What's going on? You wonder. The largest doll rises. It strides stiffly over to Jen's blackboard. Your eyes widen in amazement. It picks up a small piece of chalk and scrawls a message on the blackboard. Need to rest. Shapeshifting is tough work. Well, we won't disturb you, you assure them. You take all the time you need. You nod your head toward the door. Bobby and Lisa follow you downstairs. This could be our big break, you whisper. We could get rid of them while they're resting. We just have to figure out how.
We could take him to the dump.
Lisa just suggests finally.
That's where everything gets rid of. That's where everyone gets rid of stuff.
I don't know, you murmur. Couldn't they find their way back?
Let's bury them in the backyard.
Bobby says. You're not sure if you like the idea of the poltergeist dolls being so close to the house, but you need to do something fast before they wake up and you find out what powers they really have. All right, we give it a choice.
Yes. Okay.
Bury them in the backyard or take them to the dump.
Okay, the dump's really far away. That was specified very well. Backyard. I'm sorry, but we're gonna, Actually, now thinking about it, putting them in the backyard is probably the bestest short-term solution. I mean, they can't get in the house, right?
They're from what they said, shapeshifting takes hard work, so they'll need time to rest.
Exactly.
Either way,
And
we have a head start to do any choice whatsoever.
true. I mean,
It did specify how long, though.
true.
So, burying them would take a lot faster than probably going to the dump.
Yeah. Okay, I say dump. I'm gonna say dump, to be honest.
I would have said burying them, but
Okay.
all
I
right.
mean, burying them. Yeah, but that's like a short-term solution thing. Burying them is not gonna like. They can, bro. They can be like zombies and stuff.
All right. Well,
Hmm.
we'll just have to flip a coin. How's that sound?
Yeah, sure.
You want heads or tails?
Tails.
All right. Heads, we go. We bury them. Tails, we go to the dump.
Sure.
It's heads.
Okay, sure. All right, dump it. Backyard it is, I guess.
All right, we're burying them in the backyard, but if this is wrong, then it's on me.
Sure. Okay, sure. It's all right.
All right, page 55. You decide the best thing to do is bury the dolls fast. The poltergeist could wake up any minute. You, Bobby, and Lisa scoop up all the dolls and hurry out to the backyard. You dash into the tool shed. Here! You toss shovels to your friends. You find a spot and dig furiously. Dirt flies everywhere.
I think that's deep enough.
Bobby gasps. He leans on his shovel. Lisa wipes sweat from her face.
Let's toss them in.
You drop the dolls into the hole. You hurl the dirt over them. When the hole is filled up, you, Lisa, and Bobby stomp around on top of the mound. And don't ever come back, you cry. You give the dirt one final hard thump. Then the three of you warily head back into the house. Turn to page 9. I never knew digging was such hard work, you declare. You reach into the refrigerator for a pitcher of lemonade. Bobby sets out glasses as Lisa rummages for cookies.
I know.
Bobby agrees. Oh, wait, sorry.
I know.
Bobby agrees.
Every muscle hurts.
Lisa plops down at the counter.
But we did it. We buried those horrible creatures.
You clink your lemonade glasses together in victory. You laugh, then you think of something. I'm going to have to come up with an explanation for where all Jen's dolls went.
Tell her they went to the mall
Lisa jokes.
to visit their friends. She should go for that.
Bobby comments with a grin. Do you think my parents will notice that hole? You wonder. After all, it's pretty big. You cross to the window to check out the hole and gasp in horror. Turn to page 20.
What is it?
Lisa asks. You can't answer her. You're too terrified to speak. The sight is too horrifying. The dolls. They're clawing their way out of the dirt. Their plastic hands poke up out of the ground. Huge hunks of dirt fly as the dolls heave themselves up and out of the hole. Lisa and Bobby race to join you at the window.
Oh no!
Lisa cries. The dolls line up facing the house. They're filthy, covered with dirt. Their clothing is torn. Their limbs are bent and twisted.
Look at their faces.
Bobby whispers, his voice trembling. You see exactly what has him so frightened. The dolls look very, very angry. Turn to page 107.
What do we do?
Bobby exclaims. You watch the dolls march toward the house. They look like an army of furious supernatural creatures, all intent on one thing: revenge. You feel sick. You collapse into a chair and hold your head in your hands.
Don't bail now.
Lisa yells at you.
We have to think of something.
You press your hands against your forehead. You try to will yourself to think, but you're too afraid.
Okay.
Lisa mutters. She sits down opposite you.
It's like with soccer. Either we're on offense or defense.
You glance at her. What is she talking about?
Yes, that's it.
Bobby claps Lisa on the back.
We either attack them ourselves or we defend the house against them.
Worry crosses his face.
But which do we choose?
They gaze at you. Time to get together. Which route do you take? All right. We can choose one of two things. We could
Okay,
either go the offense and attack the dolls, or go to the defense and defend the house from them.
defend the house. I think going off. I mean, there's only 3 of us. Come on, and we're facing up against
There's only
possibly
three of us,
tens of
but
hundreds. True, but we're stronger than them. But then there's like many of them.
I mean, should we go to the defense or should we go to the offense?
I mean, me personally, if this is what I think will happen if we go offense, they're just gonna like pile atop us and they're just gonna take us out that way. Defense, we have more chance because like we know the house more than they do, and like think of it, we can like look around the house, try and like get some weapons and all that, like do stuff,
I mean, I would be thinking, so we're gonna go defense.
Yeah, okay.
If this is wrong, we'll go offense.
Let's see.
Page 125. We defend ourselves, you announce. We don't let them get to us. We need to keep them out of the house. The 3 of you spring into action. You lock the back door. You, Lisa, and Bobby pull the kitchen table in front of it. You glance around. Okay, what's next?
The front door.
Lisa suggests. Crash! The dolls burst through the kitchen window. Glass flies everywhere. Ah! You shriek. You race toward the living room. A doll trips you. You sprawl on the glass-covered floor. A doll sinks its little teeth into your hand. Ow! You cry. Another tears at your legs with its tiny little hands. They may be small, but they are powerful. And it looks as if they don't want to take over your body anymore. Instead, they want to annihilate it. Turn to page 132. You hear Lisa and Bobby scream. Something grabs your hand and tugs hard. No! You shriek. Uh-oh. It looks like the dolls are going to tear you to pieces. Oh well, playing defense wasn't the best choice, was it? In fact, you could say your whole game plan kind of fell apart. The end.
You see, okay.
So they just tore us into pieces.
Nah. Okay,
You could have
interesting.
boarded up the windows.
Yeah, what?
Nor did I. I didn't. I would have thought we wouldn't have any time to even do any defending, like at all.
Okay. So you just straight up broke in, okay. Sure.
So yeah, they just tore us to pieces.
Nah. Okay. I mean, it's whatever, but like,
What page was that? Was that page on? Any? 7. All right, so it was 131. Attack the dolls.
Okay, sure.
All right, I should probably bookmark. I should probably put this up.
Sure.
Two lives left.
Sure. I'm ready to
No
listen.
flawless victory for this one.
True. Yeah, at least we're still
But
alive.
that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Let's
All right.
continue.
Page 131. We're gonna attack the dolls this time. We're going the offense. We go after them, you decide. You get up from the table. I'm not waiting here until they attack.
We're with you.
Lisa cheers. Bobby nods.
We'll leave through the front door and sneak around to the shed.
Oh wait, wrong person. We'll leave through the front door and sneak around to the shed, you declare. We'll find weapons there. You, Lisa, and Bobby race to the front door. You creep along the side of the house. You peer around the corner. Your heart pounds double time. The filthy toys are steadily stalking toward the house. They are small. They're deadly. But most importantly, they don't notice you. Now, you whisper. The three of you sneak into the shed. You fumble around, searching for tools that can help you defeat the poltergeist dolls. Your fingers close around an old baseball bat. Then you spot the riding lawnmower. However, give it a choice.
Yeah.
Use the baseball bat or use the lawnmower.
Lawnmower. Oh my god, lawnmower. Oh my god, that's short. Doors. They're short. Lawnmowers are short. That's perfect, to be honest. And remember
So
how they said they were all damaged and shit. You know, it's not shit. They're all
we could
damaged and stuff.
it would also remake the one of the scenes from Small Soldiers, I think, where
Sure.
one of the main characters used a lawnmower to shred up some toys.
Yeah.
So we're gonna use the lawnmower.
Sure.
Alright, let me put a bookmark on this page. Page 36. Stay back, you caution Bobby and Lisa. You hop onto the mower. You're pretty sure you know how to use it. It starts up with a roar. Out of my way! Wait, out of the way! You scream. Lisa and Bobby dive out of the way. You pull out of the shed as if you're in the Indy 500. You clutch the wheel as you bounce over the bumpy ground. You aim straight down the center of the rows of dolls. Yes, you topple them like bowling pins. You hear the gears whine as you shred the nasty poltergeists. You ride over them, back and forth.
Oh no!
You hear Bobby shout.
Look out!
Lisa yells. What's wrong? You wonder. Why aren't they cheering? We won. I'm out at the dolls. On the very first try. Discover the problem on page 135. $35. You glance behind you and gasp. The dolls, they're popping back up in pieces. You shredded them all right, and now every one of the pieces is coming after you. Legs, feet, heads, bodies, all swarm across the lawn after the mower. An arm leaps up and smacks you in the head. Ah! You cry. More and more dolls' pieces fly at you. You can't see. Wham! You plow the mower into a tree. You tumble out of the seat and onto the grass. Plastic body parts fling themselves onto you. You crumble to the ground. You're covered in doll pieces. From under the pile of doll pieces, you hear the mower start up again. It's headed straight for you. Now that they don't want to take over your body, they don't care what happens to it. Better think of something quick before these dolls give you a new reason to hate mowing the lawn. The end.
Ooh.
Gosh, so we tried
Really?
to mow them, but
Yeah.
then they just came back to life, but as body parts,
Yeah,
and they
basically.
have us pinned down, and they're using the lawnmower on us.
Yeah.
This
Whew.
has just turned into
True.
a Small Soldiers remake to that scene from Final Destination Bloodlines, where it's like that scene that got where the guy got his head mowed by a lawnmower.
Okay. Yeah, basically. Yeah. Okay,
But
that
this
was
unfortunately means we have one life left.
true. Hmm. I mean,
All
I'll
right,
go stay on the boat
let's go back. All right, we're back on 131. Let's use the baseball bat this time.
Sure, baseball bat.
All right. You clutch the baseball bat. The three of you tear out of the tool shed. Bobby turns on the hose full blast. The force knocks over some of the dolls. Lisa tosses approaching dolls aside with a rake. But still, they keep coming and coming. You grip the bat, watching in horror. It seems as if no matter what, you can't stop them. Turn to page 45. The ground is muddy from the water Bobby sprays at the dolls. Some of them get stuck in the pool of dirt. Lisa continues lashing out with her rake. One of the larger dolls makes its move. It heads straight towards you. It took a careful aim. Thwack! The doll's head goes flying. Shimmering light shoots out of the neck of the headless doll. Oh no. No! You y- you released the energy of the poltergeist when you knocked off the head. The light spewing from the doll's forms itself into a horrible grinning face. Goop slides down the corners of its cruel, twisted mouth. Your hands shake so hard you lose your grip on the bat. It clings to the ground. The face in the light stretches toward you, closer and closer. Turn to page 109. What? That was so cool, the face declares. Huh? Did the poltergeist just compliment you? It even sounds friendly. You stare at the grotesque creature. You three are the best team we ever faced so far, the face declares. What, what, what are you talking about? You stammer. Hey, time out, everybody, the face calls. The dolls freeze. The face swoops right beside you. You beat us this time, but some of the others want to play 2 out of 3. The face laughs. At least you think that's what the awful sound is. We're having trouble with the idea that your team is winning. Try to figure out what the creature is talking about on page 18. Play? Win? You try to grasp the situation. You mean this whole haunting, taking over my body thing was some kind of game? Sure. You mean you didn't know? It laughs again. Wow, you really thought we were going to take over your body? What a hoot. Once you, Bobby, and Lisa get over your shock, you spend the rest of the afternoon playing with the poltergeist. The poltergeist. Now that you know none of it is for real, you you even have fun. Sort of. The final score is Kids 2, Poltergeists 1, which means they have to leave you alone and find some other kid to torment. Or team up with. The end.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
it turns out this whole taking over our body thing was all a joke.
Then what about the whole running us all over thing? Like
That's not canon.
Yeah,
Since we
true, but
didn't actually
like,
do that.
yeah, true, but like, I was like, I mean, if it wasn't canon, if it how does this? If it wasn't canon, I was like, I'd be like, what?
Well, to be fair, we would have died in that ending.
True, and like, yeah, but like, even if it wasn't canon, that like the hints that they gave, it was like we're gonna take over your body, bro, like, how are they joking? Like, what? Yeah, but
Well, to be fair, we did. Well, either way, if it seems we played a game of baseball with them,
yeah,
and since they lose, they have to find another house to possess.
true,
So I guess in the end, we got rid of them.
yeah,
I call that a good ending.
yeah, same. I do too.
Wait, hey, I just misspelled. Hold it.
It's alright. Take your time.
Good ending achieved.
True. Well done. Well, I guess well done to both of us, but
Well, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this choose your own adventure story with Escape from Horror House. This, despite it being misleading for the title, it was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And next up is Checkout Time at the Dead End Hotel, which seems to take place in some sort of haunted hotel. So, either way, I hope you guys like this choose your own adventure story, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!
See ya.